Hello and welcome back to WLBL, the podcast. My name is Julie and I'm here with Alex.
Hi, everyone.
And we are so happy to be back. We've got lots to tell you about what we've been watching and stuff that we're interested in coming up soon. So why don't we talk about some of the shows we've watched this year? I know for me, like earlier this year, there was a really strong start with Manor of Death, which was phenomenal. Max and Toon, like definitely one of me and Alex's favorite ships of all time. And then after that was Lovely Writer, which we actually watched. We co-watched with our group of friends in our BL Discord. That was really fun. And then that was followed by I Promised You the Moon, which was the sequel to I Told Sunset About You, which was the show that we did a full review on. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. We've got 5 complete episodes for each review that we did. And yeah, I would say that was at least the start of the year. Oh gosh. And then there was A Tale of a Thousand Stars, which probably tops my list for 2021. Few others that I can talk about after, but yeah, Alex, what was the strongest like one for you of the ones I just mentioned, like earlier 2021, like winter, spring?
I think A Tale of a Thousand Stars were the best for me. Mix and Earth just did really, really good, well in that series, and the direction was really good.
Yeah.
Just, that story of a spoiled rich kid who ends up teaching, I guess taking a break from school and teaching. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Falling in love with park ranger. He shouldn't even be out there because of his, his condition. But won't say much else than that. And then I think, Manor of Death was really good.
Yeah.
It was nice to see like them in the series that they weren't in school for once, right? Like,
yeah.
they were like, Toon was like the medical examiner slash like doctor and surgeon for like basically an entire town.
I loved that. I loved him in that role. It was so good.
Yeah. And then Max, as the like bad boy, I think that was pretty cool. And them just playing out their love story that way. That was pretty fun. Along with that like side detective that you're like, oh no, is he a bad guy?
Yeah, it was so thrilling.
Yeah, but I'll let everyone figure that out when they watch it, because that was like half the suspense right there.
Yeah, it kept you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Because you're like, what's gonna happen? So I think those two for sure. I Promised You the Moon was kind of different, I guess.
Yeah.
Which was still kind of cool, just like how people drift apart.
Mm.
I think for later shows, like more recently, well, I guess we did watch You Make Me Dance. I don't know where that was. Was that in the summer?
Yeah, I think we did watch You Make Me Dance in the summer. It was like you came over my house and we got takeout and we just binged the entire, was it like 6 or 8 episodes? Because it was like
it's like a small movie. They just like combined it all. I mean, I feel like it played out better as a movie that way, right? Like all in one go.
I agree. Yeah, that was fun. It was very like its own thing.
Yeah.
Like it had its own kind of mood. It had its own kind of tone.
Yeah, definitely like that. Lovely Rider was fun. Like, I don't know, that's where we got introduced to the actor Chap, right? So
yeah, and we love Chap.
We love Chap.
We love. Yeah.
If you guys want to know why, just go to his Instagram or just Google him, I guess. He's coming up in a show called The Tuxedo, which Julie and I are looking forward to.
Yeah.
But he like looks good in like everything.
Yeah, his acting skills are incredible. I don't know, just like I feel like he's brought something new to the BL scene. There's something about him.
I don't know. I feel like he seems like he'd be that friend that I'd feel like is all innocent, but maybe he's a little naughty on the reel. I don't know. Anyway, he has a really cute cat that he keeps showing up with on Instagram. And then
Yeah.
lovely writer in that show. He has that. He perfected the longing look. I feel like in that show,
Yeah.
right? Like that. Just that look of longing is like, dude, it's not gonna happen, and you just keep rooting for him the whole show. But I'll let you guys find out what happens.
Yeah, you definitely like sympathize. I feel like he just made us sympathize with his character so much, and like I think that just kind of hooked us. Like we can't wait to see more of him in other shows.
Yeah, if you guys can't wait, he actually has like a little mini series on TikTok with a girl. Who she's been in quite a few shows too. I feel like at least I've seen her at least as a side character. But yeah, so he's been doing that. What other shows have we watched?
Yeah, in the summer, I think, or more recently, I guess the late summer, the early fall, I guess.
Yeah,
we started Don't Say No.
Yeah, so Don't Say No came out, which is it's like a spin-off of Tharn Type. So if you guys watch Tharn Type 2, 7 years later, you'll know the two of the characters from Don't Say No, which is was it Leo and Fiat? Yeah, Leo and Fiat.
Yep.
So we get to see their love story play out now that, they're an actual couple. But then you also see Leo's younger brother, Leon, who is, oh my God, he's so freaking cute. Like I'm hooked on him. So, but his character is great. He's like the sweetest guy ever, and you would never think he'd be like, he starts out as like a playboy, and then once he finds someone, he's like the total hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I haven't seen the special, but it sounds like this should be a good ending with them.
Nice.
So
yeah, I haven't seen the ending yet either.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 episodes left.
Oh yeah. So we're looking forward to finishing that one off.
Oh, actually, there's one I just thought of that we watched over the summer. I got really, really into this one. So Beloved In-House, which was the Taiwanese series on Viki.
Oh, yes.
And we're actually rewatching that, me and Alex, together now. But that was one that really got me through some hard times in the summer. And there was just some music, I think it was like a theme song in that Beloved In-House that like just put me in this very like comforted place. And there was just a very like nice mood about that whole show that like kind of just took you away a little bit and like put you in like a little bubble, I guess. And I really, really liked that about that show. Like there was just a mood and like a comfort to that show that I missed from other shows. And like it was just an awesome summer show. I think that was probably like my highlight of the summer shows, the Beloved In-House.
Yeah, that was a sweet one. I think it's yeah, Aaron Lai, he's in one of the first history shows too. So his character is great. I do love how like in the first episode he ends up doing a shower scene like right off the bat. I was like, hello there. So there's that. Although you guys have to watch it to see all the little quirks because you'll be laughing.
Yeah, like it started out really quirky, and I was just like, "What is this show? Like, is this just another like throwaway BL like super trashy dumb show?" But like, it ended up just being so touching, and I found myself like rewatching episodes over and over again while I was waiting for new ones to come out. Like, it put me in that like very special place that like LBC did back in the day. We're like, or like Why Are You the series? We're like between new episodes, like while I was waiting, I would just rewatch like what I had like over and over again just to pass the time.
Yeah, so it's Aaron and
Hank, oh my gosh, he is so precious. I love that actor. I really hope to see him in more things. And the mom of Hank's character, so phenomenal. She actually had a role in Your Name Engraved Herein. And I was like surprised to see her across both of those. I guess she must be a pretty prominent actor in that sphere. But she was fantastic. I loved her delivery of her lines, and like just I loved everything she brought to that series. It was definitely, yeah, very highly rated on my list. Despite being like, you know, quirky and kind of campy and kind of silly, but like it drove home some really good messages about how you care for someone and like how love just kind of takes you. And yeah, it was just beautiful.
Her character is great. Like, she's like the super supportive mom.
Yeah.
So that was great. Because, you know, sometimes you'll have the freak out instead of having the supportive person.
Right. It's nice to see shows once in a while where you have a supportive parent, or like you might think they're not supportive, but they end up being supportive. That's always a great surprise too. I won't name any shows because I don't want to spoil, but yeah, it's definitely like a breath of fresh air to see parents supporting their children in their romantic relationships.
Yeah. Or the parents who are like, oh, thanks for finally telling me, you know, like knew all along and you finally just said, told us. Yeah. So that's always funny.
Oh, another one, although I don't know if you saw this, Alex, was Golden Blood.
Nope.
You didn't end up watching it, right?
I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, I would say there were some pretty good. The talent was good. The performance was good. But the series was short, and I'm not sure they were able to like give fans what they really wanted in that amount of episodes. So it definitely felt a bit like rushed a little bit. Like jumping from, you know, hi, I know you, to like, hi, I want to be your lover, to like, oh, we're lovers now. Like there's definitely like some weird jumps in there, but I did appreciate the talent. I just don't think it made my top list this year. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I guess one show that I'd probably highly recommend right now is Bad Buddy, the series. From
Oh yeah.
It's a rom-com. So I'm liking it so far. It's like, I guess the best way to describe it, it's kind of like Romeo and Romeo. Like the two families are like rivals, but the boys are like, the kids aren't rivals so much. They like to compete against each other, but that's as far as they go, versus the dads and the moms are like, it's like almost full-blown hatred. It's like, wow. So wow. Yeah, so I'd probably recommend watching that. It's like 4 episodes in. It's pretty good so far.
And it's the same director as Thousand Stars, right?
I think so. I remember who's the actor for one of the characters. He was like, he was so trolling that director. He's just like had his phone in front of the director's face the whole time. And he was like, I don't know how he got that position. I think he was just sitting next to the director. And like the director kept like turning his head. And it is the same guy for A Tale of a Thousand Stars.
It is,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And so like he kept turning his head to like talk to the staff, and Ohm would like make funny faces. It was pretty funny.
He's so adorable. He is definitely one of my favorite Thai actors, like BL or otherwise. He is just outstanding.
Yeah, he's a very jacked, adorable guy, I guess. He's very playful, or at least he seems very playful in his Instagram stories. So
yeah, super talented, like really just fresh face, fresh talent. Like I really hope his career goes for a long time.
Yeah, and this, I don't know, I think this is his second BL. His first one was with Sing To, I think, and He's Coming to Me, and he did really well in that one.
Yeah. And he was in The Shipper, but that wasn't technically a BL. It like had some BL elements, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but
really.
He was more of the like, he was a side character in The Straight Couple, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he was adorable, but I won't go into it.
It's that classic like best friend, like off to the side, doesn't really get noticed until like later, right? Because the girl's just like pining after someone else.
Clueless. Yeah.
Yes.
Can't see true love.
So it's funny because I think Ohm's situation is now he's the clueless one.
In Bad Buddy.
The other guy is starting to pine for him.
I'm totally going to start that after I finish Don't Say No, the series, because GMM stuff, it has a pretty good reputation. Like, obviously, with Together and then 1,000 Stars. So I'll definitely give it a try after this. And to support Ohm, of course.
Definitely support Ohm. But yeah, I think that's the main ones. And then I guess, Julie, you had a few more that you're looking forward to, right?
Yeah, I've got some that I'm looking forward to. Mostly, we've just been like hanging on for My Engineer 2, which we have no idea when that's going to be coming out. My Engineer is just one of my fandoms, I guess. Like, you know how there's just series that you become like part of the fandom? I think that was really one for me. And then Tuxedo, definitely for Chap. And then there's sort of 3 upcoming they've been doing a lot of advertising for. We're not sure like when exactly they're going to be released, but there's Middleman's Love, and that's with Jimmy and Tommy from Why Are You, the series. And then Bed Friend, which is like a spin-off of that. Those two are sort of related, I guess. I guess there's a novel for Bed Friend that a lot of people have been talking about, so I need to kind of get on that. And then there's Cutie Pie with Izzy Pruck. That's kind of the whole list for me of like stuff that's coming out. Anything else like that's coming out that you're excited about, Alex? Like, or that you're looking forward to watching?
Just the Tuxedo, really. And then, yeah, if My Engineer 2 ever comes out, that'd be nice to watch.
Yes, for real. There's so many like couples in that one, and they're all amazing. And I just want that chemistry.
I must have Ram King finished. Like, they need to form as a couple.
Yeah, and I need Thara Frong.
Both those couples have to deal with, like, hey, we're not just friends.
Yeah.
But I think the main couple will be Ram and King in the next one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Thara Frong need to get their act together, too.
Yeah, for real.
I think Frong has to kick Tara's ass, or actually Dwayne probably needs to kick his cousin's ass and be like, dude, you guys are not just friends. Like, yeah. So, yeah.
I think I've been seeing advertisements. I totally forget the name of the drama now, and I need to go look at my Instagram. But Cooper Poise, the characters for Bone and Duen in My Engineer 2, like they've been advertising another series that's coming out that seems like it's taking the cast of some of the original show and it's putting them in another story. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I've seen snippets.
I mean, I just love those actors, so like I'm ready for that when it comes out. But I haven't been paying much attention to that. I think I will have to do my research on that one. But I just love those actors, so I'm pretty excited. And then there's also like tons of stuff coming out on Netflix that has a lot of BL actors or like former BL actors in it. Like I watched quite a few series on Netflix, I think. Yeah, that like especially with Saints, I watched like Saints series, which was Let's Fight Ghost. That was really fun. Vaughn the movie is on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix in the United States, but that has like Mean and Saint. So yeah, there's a bunch out there, but I haven't caught up with all of it. For us too, I think there's just not a lot of information about BL series released in English, so we get a lot of our information through like Instagram and Reddit and like My Drama List and Facebook groups. That kind of is like third party.
Or the actors themselves.
Yeah, like usually what we'll do is we'll just like watch a show. If we like the actors and we want to support them, we follow them on Instagram. and we'll follow the series on Instagram, and then we'll get sort of related content recommended to us. Oh, speaking of, so what is the series, like, Alex, what is the deal with the couple from the Red Thread show?
Oh, Boone and Prem are the actors.
Boone Prem.
And then it's Win Team is the couple. Wabi Sabi has a bunch coming out with that show. It's called Hemp Rope, I think. Or the novel is called Hemp Rope. Oh, it's called Between Us now. So that one I'm looking forward to. I don't know when it's coming out.
Okay.
I'm assuming next year. But Win and Team will be the primary characters this time. I think it covers their relationship. So it's I've read like what people have translated. So basically like it covers their relationship from the first. I think they had like a swim team event or something. Swim meet. It does sound like basically Win and Team kind of hooked up like at the first meet. And then it kind of just like goes from there, right? Like they become friends with benefits, and then I think it kind of goes from there. And then Win has to help Team deal with some past trauma. But yeah, so I'm waiting for that because that's the total side story, right? So it'll be fun to watch, like I guess as Dean like tease Boone in this one, because I think the two of them like just like love to tease each other about their boyfriends. So yeah. But now actually hooks up with Prook, or like becomes a couple with Prook. So basically what it is it's Parm, Manao, and Team. Those three. And then Win. So Win, Dean, and Prook. So it's funny because Dean's like the president. Win is the vice president, and then I think Prook is like a senior or something. And they're all part of the swim, like they're all swim team club leadership. They all fall for the same friend group. But now Parm and Team. I guess we'll see what happens there. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that was just a great cast in the original, and so I think a lot of fans were like excited to get more, like see more of those actors. And I'm a big fan of Sammy, who played Manao, so I really hope that I get to see this soon.
Well, if you want to see more, Boone and Prem, they play different characters, but they're all in Studio Wabi Sabi's 7 project. And I think Boone and Prem are one episode. And then Manao, I think, is in a lesbian relationship in one of the episodes. So that's cool, because mainly it's been boy-boy, not girl-girl.
Nice.
Yeah, so, there's stuff coming out. I think that's it.
I have a few recommendations, actually. So I know that we talk a lot about Thai BL, because that's me and Alex's sort of like main fandom. But I did see 2 Japanese shows that were BL focused this year. One actually came out in 2020, and that was Cherry Magic, or actually I'm not going to bother saying the name. So yeah, these names are really long, because right now the trend in Japan is for dramas to have these ridiculously long names, kind of like anime. But Cherry Magic was phenomenal. It's super popular amongst BL fans. You definitely have to watch it, Alex. I am holding out for you to watch it. And then the other one that I saw, it's a very short series, but it's like the man against BL who lives in the BL world, or something to that degree. I don't know the actual title. That was also quite entertaining. So it's about like a guy who he thinks that like he lives in a BL world because like all the guys around him are just falling in love with each other. And it's kind of like it's like a parody comedy, but it's really fun. I would say like it's not the best series I've seen, but it was definitely like, if you just want something light and funny that has a bit of satire in it. English title is Man Who Defies the World of BL. It's on Viki if you want to watch it there.
Okay. I don't think they're going to meet their funding goal, but Summer Days, the series,
Oh,
they had a very short, like 3 minute movie, short film, I guess, and I guess it did really well.
yeah.
Um, and the fact they could tell basically a love story between two best friends in 3 minutes was like, I was like, whoa, okay. There's no voice. It's just like music and scenery. Um, and the two like longing for each other, but it was pretty good. And now they're doing it into a full-blown series, so it'd be the first Singaporean BL.
The first, really?
Yeah, it'll be the first one, and it will be in English. So that's the main draw, I think, for me, as well as like a lot of international fans, that it'd be in English. I mean, there might be some Mandarin in there because it is Singapore. Anyway, the actor who gets his character gets himself in trouble. He's actually, I think, he's from Southeast Asia somewhere. And then the other actor, Alfred, he was actually a side character in History 3 mod, Make Our Days Count, as like one of the students in a room. So the two of them are doing that. And there is a trailer if you guys want to watch it. It's just Summer Days, the series crowdfunding trailer. So it's by Telescope Studios, and it sounds like the script is complete. They just need funding to actually film the show. Um, but if they don't meet their goal, it does sound like they also have some interested sponsors potentially. So yeah, hopefully it goes through. Um, or if you're very, very wealthy and listening to this, go ahead, feel free to fund the entire thing, because as a reward, like as a thank you, like how they like hand out like, oh, we'll send you like video calls or do a video chat with you, etc. At a certain funding
Oh, yeah,
point,
yeah.
they actually are like, oh, you can be like an executive producer on the show. I was like, oh, okay,
Oh,
that could be a
nice.
little risky though, too, right? But yeah, anyway, so hopefully someone sponsors the show, because that'd be cool to see a Singaporean, or at least one that has a lot of English in it. Um, so it's basically, the premise is there's an actor. He gets himself in trouble by making some homophobic comments, I think. And to save his career, his agent gets him a role in a BL show. And the director is like, okay, I want you guys to get you guys to like be best friends and actually look like you really like each other. It's like, I want you guys to live, eat, sleep together, basically do everything together, right? And so yeah, so it's pretty funny because like they show little cutscenes in the trailer of them doing just that, and it's like it looks like they literally just become like very close friends, because like here, like he just holds out his chopsticks with like a piece of chicken or something, or tofu. It's like, here, eat this. To the other guy's mouth, and the guy just like looks at him like, what are you doing? So
Yeah, that trailer looked really cute. Like, there
yeah,
were some funny jokes, and that's very bold also, just like to introduce this type of thing in English language.
yeah,
Because yeah, we're really, really desperately wanting more of that type of content
yeah,
in English. So it would be really cool to see something like that come out of Asia. I think that would be
yeah.
like groundbreaking. Yeah.
Or if there's any, filmmakers in America, an Asian BL would be nice. Asian American one would be great too.
Yeah, I think we just gotta wait like a few more years, and like I'm just holding out for that Asian American BL. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Or just even to do like a YouTube series, like, kind of like how Game Boys was.
Oh
Game
yeah,
Boys
yeah,
was
yeah.
phenomenal.
Netflix picked it up, right?
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Game Boys is on Netflix. It's the what they called it? Game Boys, the whatever edition.
Wait, does that mean the movie is coming to Netflix? Because like I didn't get to see the movie.
Was there a movie? Was it Game Boys or another show?
It's Game Boys. They did a movie, and they like had watch times. They were all in Philippines time, and I just couldn't find the right time to like book a ticket, so I never booked a showing. But if Netflix picks it up, maybe we'll get to watch the movie in the United States soon.
Well, because Netflix picked up the series, they renamed it a little bit. They just added like, some words to it. Was it Game Boy's Level Up Edition?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm still holding out for that movie. I haven't seen it. I'm crushed because everyone says it was amazing.
If the movie came out, I bet you it's somewhere online.
Yeah. Well, they were doing like showings of it, like actual showings. So you had to pay it for a ticket and like register a time. So I don't actually know if it's out anywhere as of right now on like any streaming services.
Oh, were they doing
yet.
it at like movie festivals and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. It was like film festival stuff. But yeah, we'll have an update on that when we find one. Because I don't have the info right now. Well, I think that's about it, right? As far as our updates go, like we've talked about shows we've seen this year. We've talked about shows that we're excited about that are up and coming. A few recommendations. If you could like tell our listeners, Alex, like one show that you'd recommend the most out of everything we've talked about today, like what would be your pick?
Just one?
Yeah, just one. It doesn't have to be like your top rated one. Just like what would you advise people?
I'm gonna pick
see?
two.
Okay.
If you guys are new to BL, I'd say I Told Sunset About You. And then, although I guess if you're new, A Tale of a Thousand Stars and I Told Sunset About You
Is the two I'd recommend. Yeah.
A Tale of a Thousand Stars.
Just because I love
and
PP
I
and
Told
Belgian.
Sunset About You.
Well, mainly
Nice.
PP. And then Earth and Mix are just really good in A Tale of a Thousand Stars. So I'd highly recommend those two. How about you?
I would say, for me, I'll switch it up. I would recommend Be Loved in House. I Do. On Vicky and Cherry Magic. 30 years. Wait, what is it? What is the full title? I need to look up this craziness. The English title is Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard. That is available on Crunchyroll and WeTV. So check it out. Those are my recommendations. But yeah, all those four I think are like tops for what we've seen this year. So you've heard it from us. We LBL, those are our favorite shows for what we've seen in 2021. And yeah, I think that tops it off, I guess. Let us know what you want us to review next, what series you're looking forward to watching, and if we've missed anything really important that you think needs to be on our list of up and coming stuff. Alex, anything to add?
Nope, just what Julie said. Just let us know what you want us to review and what you guys are looking forward to. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what our actors are going to be coming out in, and we'll keep watching shows, and we will try to post some reviews of stuff that we think is really review worthy. So look out for that, and we'll post an update soon. Catch you next time on WeLBL.